Philippe, how do you feel about the draw Benfica in the next round?
Yeah, it's a really exciting challenge because it's a very, very good team. I think it will be the first game when I'm here that we will be underdogs in a game. That's the reality. But that doesn't mean that we cannot qualify. No, we believe in our qualities, and I think with the mentality that there is in this group now, that we can beat everybody. But then we need to be really at our top form, and you need to have luck also in key moments in the game.
How much of a priority is European progression for you? Maybe if you think back to your decision to come here, how big a part did it play trying to have success on that stage?
No, I'm not here to have success for myself. I explained that already a lot of times. No, of course, European nights are important for the club and for the statue of a club. But you need to be also realistic. So you need to look at your budget, what you spend, what's the value of your squad, and compare that. So in that way, Benfica are quite in front of us. But I think there's a really special story developing here in the building. And there's a lot of motivation and hunger and desire. And with that, we can do really amazing things. So that's what we're going to try to do in those two games.
What's going to be the key to balancing European football and the title race and domestic competitions?
To do what we've been doing, and that's making a good rotation in the squad. Because it's not something new. We did it also in November and December. There we did it also. We had also really big games like against Sparta Prague. And they showed again yesterday how good team they are. Qualifying against Galatasaray. We did it also against Betis Sevilla, and in the meantime we had also the big games in the league. We had the League Cup final, semi-final. So in that way there's no difference from that period. But it's really intense, but we're preparing all team for that, more and more. Also these three young lads in the back. So yeah, we will see who's going to be available that moment and to make a good rotation that every time we can be in full power with the players who start the game and the players who come in.
Quite a few players in the squad have a lot of experience in the Europa League, going far in the Europa League. How much can that help?
There are some not. I don't think it's with all squads that way, that they went that far in Europe, but some have the experience, and that's really good because they know what it is. They're also in a really good form. They showed that last couple of months, and they take good leadership in the dressing room. So those are also the players who've been pushing the story in a really good way.
Attentions will now turn back to the domestic football after
the draw.
Good.
I wanted to start about that because tomorrow it's a really big game.
Yeah, a big game against Hearts, a good challenge, a team in form as well. What are you expecting against them?
Yeah, we played now for the fourth time already. I think, I don't know how many games I did until now, 25 or 26 or something, and the fourth time against Hearts, so that's already special. It's a team with a lot of quality, a team who's well organized, a team that counts on a very important player to score goals, score more than 50% of their goals. It's the third best defense until now in the league, what proves that they are well organized and they're not afraid to wait to pick their moments. So for us it will be to break open that wall, to be dominant but not to be naive, and not to make to get transitions, not to get set pieces, because they're strong in that also, and play our normal game, and to have our fantastic fans behind us in Ibrox. That's also a major thing. What gave a lot of energy in these last couple of games that we had a home game. So I expect a crowd also who's really supporting of the team from the warm-up until the end of the game, and to push the players towards their best level.
Externally, during the January transfer window, there was a lot of speculation regarding Lawrence Shankland and Rangers. How important is it to keep him quiet tomorrow?
It's important. Like I said, he scored more than 50% of their goals, so that's a lot of points if you see all season. But it's not only to be focused on him and to forget the rest, because then there will be other guys who will make the difference. So we never go into games thinking about one player. I played with my team last year against Messi, Neymar and Mbappe in the same game. But we were not focused on them, we were focused on our way, how we need to play and how we need to stop them, but using them also to attack. And that worked in a good way, so it's always my philosophy to be more focused on ourselves.
Philippe, how's your squad and Todd Cantwell, how's he?
Todd will be out for a few weeks. So, yeah, of course that's a disappointment for him, for the team, because he was in really good form. But it's part of football. And we coped with those things the last couple of months also. So it's about other players stepping up and showing the right things for the team. On the other side, Kemar trained a few times this week with a group, and with that we don't have so many offensive players, he will be in the selection also tomorrow.
He's back in the squad.
He will be back in the squad, but for sure not to play one half or something. It will be then for not too many minutes, but it can be maybe important that at the end of the game you can put him with his goal scoring qualities and in his experience to put him into the game.
You said is Cantwell, is it hamstring, is it with him?
Yes.
Yeah. And you said a few weeks, can you be more definitive? Is it towards the end of next month? Or?
I think it will be around 3-4 weeks. Yeah.
3-4 weeks, okay. Do you accept that it's a different sort of challenge now that you're league leaders as opposed to...
No. I've been... okay, I started when I was 17 in the first team, and I've had the luck to play in a lot of teams that played for titles, even my first team, but it was in the second league, but still it was playing for a title. So I've been a lot of times in that situation. It's not about looking at the others. It's not about looking forward or backwards, it's looking at yourself. It's about that in football. So we're going to continue what we've been doing, and we're totally not busy with looking backwards, like we were not busy with looking forwards a few weeks ago.
So you don't think there's any added pressure now that you're top?
No, I don't feel any pressure in this group. No, I feel a lot of hunger, desire, will, good motivation, good quality in the training also. 2 of them were in the training today. For the moment, it's really challenging to see if we do tactical things and you have 2 groups of 11 players, how they fight each other in a good way and show quality. Also players who don't start the game tomorrow, that they really show themselves. So that's the way to go, and the team really understands that story, and they feel also how much they've grown out of that. They don't grow only about playing the games, they grow with the trainings, and they challenge themselves and their teammates and each other. So that's the way we will go until the end of the season. And I'm really not interested in how many points other teams have. It's only about us being ambitious to try to win every game. It's all about that.
See, when you were talking about Benfica, Philippe, did you say that the first time you'll be underdogs? And are you talking about the European context?
No, in general. In all the games we played until now, I think.
You include Celtic Park in that?
I don't think we were underdogs that day. I don't see us as underdogs against Celtic. For me, there are 2 teams at a similar level competing. So that's different than with the Benfica story. I've seen Benfica last season because I like to watch also my old teams. I see them play against Club Brugge, and they were very impressive, to be honest, in that way. They won, I think, 0-2 in Bruges and 5-1 at home. In the, I think it was 8th final of the Champions League, that moment. So also last couple of years and many years already, if you see all the results they had in Europe, it's really a really nice challenge. But that's a good thing, because it's only by bigger challenges that you can grow. We had also a really big challenge in Seville to win that game there, and the players took it. So until now, almost every challenge I gave them, they took. So I hope they can take this one also.
When you speak about the transitions there in the game against Hearts tomorrow, your defensive record, don't think you had a shot on target away at St Johnstone at the weekend. How important is that for you, even in games where you're dominating a lot, that your defensive record is so good at the moment?
It's crucial, because if you give shots away, if you give chances away, if you give goals away, you give hope and you give belief to opponents. And it's important, and it's one of the major things in the football I want to see. I want to see a dominant attacking football team, but always staying in our structure, that we don't give away easy things. And that's a challenge, to be with so many people in attack, but still don't give away chances. But the players understand the story, and they're doing that better and better. Doesn't mean, I know we will get shots against. I don't expect a game tomorrow where we don't get shots against. I think this cannot be reality against a team of the quality of Hearts. But we are also really ambitious with all team now to defend really well, and that starts with my striker. Like I said also many times, it's not only about scoring goals. They have to do also a lot of other things, my offensive players.